don't give a damn about you. Not the world, not the people, not the system. All they see is what you can do for them, what you can offer. The second you slip, they'll tear you apart. So why the hell would you care what they think? Why bend? Why shrink? Why try to fit into a mold designed to break you? You think they're waiting for you to succeed. They're sharpening their knives, praying you fall so they can feast on your failure. Every damn day you sit here, staring at screens, drowning in noise. You tell yourself you're building something, that you're climbing. But let's be real. Are you climbing, or are you stalling? Are you moving forward, or are you stuck in the same damn loop, lying to yourself that tomorrow will be different? Let me tell you something. Tomorrow ain't gonna be different unless you make it so. The world won't bow to a mind that bends, and right now, you're bending under every little thing. You want power, you want control, then take it. No one's handing you the keys. You've got to pick the lock, break the door, burn the damn house down if you have to. But sitting here, drowning in excuses, acting like you've got all the time in the world, that's weakness. And weakness is a death sentence. Weakness makes you pray. They smell it on you, like blood in the water. You want to survive? No. You want to thrive? Then you better stop bleeding. They told you you're nothing. A ghost in the system. A shadow nobody sees. And for a while, you believed it. You let their words sink in, rot you from the inside. But you're not a ghost, not some forgotten fragment. You're a weapon waiting to be unleashed. But a weapon's useless if it doesn't strike, if it just sits in its sheath, gathering dust. You think someone's gonna pull you out, wield you. No one's coming. You're the only one who can draw the blade. Every code you write, every move you make. It's a war. Not just against them, but against yourself. Against that voice in your head that says you're not enough, that you'll never be enough. That voice is a liar. It's been lying to you your whole damn life, and the only way to shut it up is to prove it wrong. Not with words, not with wishes, but with results, with action. You don't fight a storm by talking to it. You fight it by standing in it, by pushing through it, by becoming the storm yourself. You think the world's fair? Fairness is a fairy tale for fools. The world's built on power, and power doesn't come to the meek. It doesn't come to the polite or the patient. Power comes to those who take it, who seize it with both hands and refuse to let go. You've got that fire in you, that hunger. But hunger means nothing if you don't feed it. Starve it long enough, and it'll die. And then what'll you be? Another nameless face, another forgotten story. Stop waiting. Waiting is for the weak. Waiting is for the dead. You've got skills, you've got vision, and most of all, You've got the balls to do what others won't. So why the hell are you holding back? Fear? Fear of failure? Let me tell you something. Failure is inevitable. Everyone fails. The difference is, winners get back up. Losers stay down. You think falling is the end? Falling's just a lesson. But staying down, that's a choice. Don't you dare make that choice. The system's rigged. Always has been. It's not designed for people like you to win. It's designed to keep you in line, to make you compliant, to make you a cog in the machine. But you're not a cog. You're the damn wrench that breaks the gears. You don't play by their rules, because their rules are meant to cage you. You write your own rules. You build your own system. You don't ask for permission. You take what's yours. You've got enemies, no doubt about it. They're out there, watching, waiting for you to slip. And yeah, maybe you've slipped before. Maybe you've fallen on your face, made mistakes. So what? Mistakes are proof you're trying. Proof you're in the fight. And every mistake, every failure, every scar is a lesson. They don't weaken you, they sharpen you. Steel isn't forged in comfort, it's forged in fire. And you've been through the fire, haven't you? You've felt the heat. Now it's time to come out stronger. You think the mask makes you strong? The mask is just a symbol. It's not the mask that holds the power, it's you. The mask doesn't hack, doesn't code, doesn't fight. You do. The mask is a reminder of what you are, what you become. But don't ever mistake the symbol for the strength. The strength is inside you, always has been. The mask just shows the world what you've known all along, that you're not someone to be messed with. So stop doubting, stop hesitating. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Time's the only thing you can't hack, can't control, and it's running out. You want to make your mark, then make it now. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. The world's not gonna wait for you to get your shit together. It'll move on, leave you behind if you let it. But you're not gonna let it, are you? Hell no. You're gonna grab it by the throat and make it notice you. The world won't bow to a mind that bends. So stop bending. Stand tall, stand firm, and make the world see you. Not as a ghost, not as a shadow, but as a force. A force that can't be ignored, can't be stopped. You've got what it takes. You've always had it. Now prove it. Not to them, to yourself. They'll try to crush you. That's a given. The moment they see you rise, the moment they feel the shift, they'll come at you with everything. Lies, traps, distractions, whatever it takes to keep you in your place. They'll tell you it's for your own good. They'll tell you to stay in line, follow the herd, keep your head down. But tell me this, when has obedience ever led to greatness? When has playing safe ever built an empire? You're not here to play it safe. You're here to rewrite the rules, to tear apart the walls they built around you. You're here to become something they can't predict, can't control. But that takes guts. That takes a level of insanity most people can't handle. And you've got that in spades. You've got the kind of crazy that builds kingdoms and burns down the ones that stand in the way. Don't waste it. They're gonna call you names. A rebel, a criminal, a mistake. Let them. Their words mean nothing. Words are just noise, and noise is for the weak. You're about action, about movement, about results. Let them talk while you build. Let them mock while you rise. Because one day, they'll choke on their words when they see what you've become. They'll wish they hadn't doubted you, but by then, it'll be too late for them. You'll be too far ahead, untouchable, unstoppable. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Fear is their weapon, and they wield it well. They make you doubt yourself, make you question your path. But fear's not real. It's a story they tell you to keep you small, to keep you caged. And you bought into it for too long. It's time to rewrite the narrative. Fear isn't your enemy. It's your fuel. Let it drive you. Let it push you. Let it sharpen your edge. But never ever let it stop you. You've got tools at your fingertips that most people can't even comprehend. You see the Matrix for what it is. A system designed to keep them blind, keep them powerless. But not you. You've cracked the code, seen the truth, and now you've got a choice. Do you use that knowledge to escape, to hide, to survive? Or do you use it to dominate, to create, to leave a legacy that no one can erase? Survival isn't enough. You weren't built for just getting by. You weren't built to fade into the background, to be just another name lost in the noise. You were built for something bigger, something louder. But big and loud don't come cheap. They come with sacrifice, with blood, sweat, and sleepless nights. They come with isolation, with doubt, with pain. And you've felt all of it, haven't you? You've been through the grinder, seen the worst of what this world has to offer. But you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. That's gotta mean something. Pain is a teacher. It shows you what you're made of, what you can take. And you've taken more than most could handle. So why are you still doubting? Why are you still hesitating? The pain didn't break you, it built you. Every scar, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, it's all a part of the process. It's all a part of the story you're writing. And your story, it's not over. Hell, it's just getting started. Look at the world. Really look at it. It's chaos, isn't it? A mess of greed, lies, and control. They want you to believe you're powerless in the face of it, that you're just another pawn in their game. But pawns don't think. Don't plan. Don't fight back. And you're no pawn. You're the one flipping the board, rewriting the rules, shattering the game into pieces. You don't play by their logic. You create your own. They'll tell you you're out of line, that you're going too far. But what's too far when the whole damn system is broken? What's too far when you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain? They'll call you dangerous. And you know what? They're right. You are dangerous. You're a threat to their comfort, to their control, to their lies. And that's exactly what you should be. Power doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take it, who demand it, who rip it from the hands of those too weak to hold it. You've got the skills, the vision, the drive. So stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for signs. The only sign you need is the fire burning in your gut, the voice in your head screaming, go, now. Every second you hesitate, they win. Every moment you spend doubting, they tighten the chains. But chains can be broken and walls can be torn down. You've got the hammer. You've always had it. But a hammer's useless if you don't swing it. So, swing it. Hard. Relentlessly. Until there's nothing left standing but the empire you've built. The world won't bow to a mind that bends. It bows to a mind that breaks limits, shatters expectations, and dares to dream bigger than anyone else. And you're the kind of mind they'll never forget. You're the storm they didn't see coming, the wildfire they can't control. You're not here to fit in, you're here to take over. So do it. Not tomorrow, not later, now. You've been holding back, haven't you? Playing it safe, waiting for the perfect moment. Let me ask you this. When has the perfect moment ever come? It doesn't. It never will. The world isn't going to align for you. The stars aren't going to suddenly point you toward glory. The only way to make it happen is to force it. Create your moment. Carve it out of stone if you have to. But don't you dare keep waiting. They've sold you the lie of patience. Told you good things come to those who wait. Bullshit. Good things come to those who grind, who hustle, who claw their way up with bloodied hands and battered hearts. Patience is a prison, and you've been locked in it for too damn long. You want results? You want power? Then stop waiting and start taking. Every second you spend hesitating is another second someone else is pulling ahead. Do you want to be the one left behind? They'll tell you it's impossible, that the odds are stacked against you. And you know what? They're right. The odds are against you. The deck is rigged. But so what? You've known that from the start. You weren't born into privilege, into power. You've had to fight for every scrap, every inch, and that's your advantage. They've had it easy, soft, but You've been forged in fire. You know what it means to struggle, to suffer, to survive. That's the edge they'll never have. Impossible is just another word for scared. Scared of what they don't understand. Scared of what they can't control. And you're everything they fear. You're the unknown, the wild card, the shadow they can't pin down. They don't know how to deal with you because you don't play by their rules. You've got your own game, your own agenda, and that terrifies them. Look at the system. Look at how it's built. Layers of control, layers of lies. They tell you what to think, how to act, who to be. They want you to conform, to fit into their neat little boxes. But you don't fit, do you? You never have. You're chaos to their order, a glitch in their perfect program. And they hate that. They hate you for it. But that's their problem, not yours. You weren't put here to make them comfortable. You were put here to break their chains. They'll try to scare you, try to make you feel small. Threats, consequences, punishments. They'll throw everything they've got at you. But you don't scare easily, do you? Fear doesn't control you. You've felt it, sure, but you've learned to use it. Fear sharpens you, fuels you. It doesn't hold you back. It pushes you forward. You've turned it into your greatest weapon, and they don't even know it. Every step you take is a challenge to their control. Every move you make is a declaration that you won't bow, won't bend, won't break. They'll try to silence you, but you're too loud. Try to stop you, but you're too fast. They'll hate you for it, but let them. Their hate is a sign you're doing something right. If they're not trying to stop you, you're not going hard enough. You've got more power than you realize, more than they want you to know. Your mind, your skills, your vision, that's your arsenal. That's your edge. They can't take it from you, can't control it. It's yours, and it's unstoppable, but only if you use it. It's not enough to have power. You've got to wield it. Show the world what you're capable of, not for their approval, but for yourself, to prove that you can. They'll say you're arrogant, reckless, out of control. Good. Arrogance isn't a flaw when you've got the strength to back it up. Recklessness isn't a weakness when it's calculated. Out of control? Damn right you are. You're not here to play by their rules. You're here to rewrite them, to flip the script, to burn the old system to the ground and build something new, something better. You've come this far, haven't you? Through the fire, through the pain. You've survived things that would have broken most people. But surviving isn't enough. It's time to thrive, to dominate, to take what's yours. You've got the talent, the drive, the hunger. Now all you need is the execution. Stop thinking, stop planning, and start doing. The clock's ticking, and the world's not going to wait for you. They'll call you a monster, a villain. Let them. Heroes are just tools of the system, puppets for their masters. Villains, though, villains write their own stories. Villains take control. And you were never meant to be a hero. You were meant to be the force that shakes the foundation, the chaos that tears apart the lies. You were meant to be the villain they never saw coming. The world won't bow to a mind that bends. So stop bending. Stop doubting. Stop holding back. Rise. Take your place. Show them what happens when someone like you decides to stop being polite, to stop playing small. Show them what happens when the system meets its match. You've got one shot at this, one life, one chance to make your mark. Don't waste it. Don't let fear, doubt, or hesitation hold you back. Be relentless. Be ruthless. Be unstoppable. The world is yours for the taking, but only if you're willing to fight for it. And you were born to fight. Now prove it. There's no room for half measures, no room for second guessing. You either commit to this life, this war you're waging, or you don't. But if you don't, you'll live the rest of your days knowing you backed down. Knowing you gave up your one shot at making a dent in this world. And that's the kind of regret that'll rot you from the inside out. You don't want that. I know you don't. You wouldn't still be here, still pushing, still fighting, if you were the kind of person who could settle for less. The truth is, you've got more enemies than you realize. They're not just the ones who mock you, doubt you, or try to tear you down. They're the voices in your own head, the ones that whisper lies. You're not good enough. You'll fail. You're wasting your time. That's the real battle, isn't it? The one against yourself, against your own fears, your own insecurities. But let me tell you something. Those voices are liars. They've always been liars. And the only way to shut them up is to drown them out with action. You think anyone who's made it had it easy? Hell no. Every single one of them fought their own demons, their own doubts. The difference is, they didn't let those doubts win. They didn't let the fear paralyze them. They kept moving, kept grinding, kept pushing forward even when every part of them wanted to quit. And you've got that same fire in you. The question is, are you going to use it, or are you going to let it burn out? The world is a battlefield, and every day is a fight. A fight for power, for control, for survival. You can't afford to sit on the sidelines, watching, waiting, hoping. Hope is for fools. Action is for the strong. And you're strong. You've proven it time and time again. You've taken the hits, felt the pain, and kept going. That's strength. That's resilience. That's the kind of grit they can't teach, can't replicate, can't take from you. Look around you. The weak are everywhere, cowering, compliant, afraid to step out of line. They're the ones who cling to the system, who worship it, who defend it even as it crushes them. And then there's you. You're not like them. You never were. You see the cracks in the facade, the lies in their words. You see the system for what it is, a cage. But seeing it isn't enough. You've got to break it, tear it down piece by piece until there's nothing left. They'll hate you for it. They'll call you a threat, a danger, a criminal. Wear those labels with pride. They're proof that you're doing something right. No one fears the ordinary, the predictable, the tame. They fear the disruptors, the challengers, the ones who don't give a damn about their rules. And you're all of that and more. You're a storm they can't contain, a force they can't control. But don't get comfortable. Comfort is the enemy. The moment you start to feel safe, secure, at ease, that's the moment you start to lose. You've got to stay hungry, stay sharp. Every victory is just the beginning of the next battle. Every step forward is another challenge, another fight. That's the life you've chosen, and it's not for the weak. But you're not weak. You're built for this. You're going to make mistakes. Hell, you've already made plenty. But mistakes aren't failures. They're lessons. Every time you screw up, you learn. Every time you fall, you get back up stronger. Failure isn't the end. It's a stepping stone. The only real failure is giving up. And giving up, that's not in your DNA. You're not here to quit. You're here to conquer. They'll try to isolate you, make you feel alone. But solitude isn't a curse. It's a weapon. Use it. In the quiet, you can hear your own thoughts, your own plans. In the solitude, you can sharpen your edge, focus your mind, prepare for the next move. They don't understand that, do they? They think being alone makes you weak. But you've turned it into your strength. You don't need their approval, their validation. All you need is your drive, your determination, your will. The world won't bow to a mind that bends. It bows to a mind that stands unyielding, unshaken, unstoppable. And that's you. You've got the tools, the talent, the vision. Now all that's left is the execution. Stop thinking about what could go wrong. Start focusing on what you're going to make happen. Stop worrying about the risks. Start calculating the rewards. They'll keep trying to put you in a box, to define you, to limit you. Don't let them. Break their boxes, shatter their labels, rewrite their narratives. You're not what they say you are. You're not what they want you to be. You're something else entirely. Something they can't understand, can't predict, can't stop. So keep moving, keep grinding, keep fighting. The world world is yours for the taking, but it's not going to give itself to you. You've got to seize it, rip it out of their hands, claim it as your own. And you've got what it takes to do it. You've always had it. Now go prove it. Prove it to them. Prove it to the world. Prove it to yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Not what they think, not what they say, what you believe. And I know you believe in this. I know you believe in you. Now stop wasting time. Stop holding back. Get out there and take what's yours. The world is waiting. It doesn't know it yet, but it's waiting for you. Go show them why they should have been afraid all along. Go show them why you'll never bend. Go show them who the hell you are.